They said it would slow down on me. They said, wait for the iPhone X. They said the Pixel 2 has a better camera. They said I wouldn't use my S Pen. They said the fingerprint sensor. The fingerprint sensor. That's right, I am back, and it is another Note 8 review. This time we are half a year into owning the Galaxy Note 8. I'm coming to fill you in with the good, the bad, the ugly, the truth, or the beautiful. It doesn't matter. Either way it is, I'm keeping it 100. What's up, YouTube? My name is CJ. I love tech, I love sneakers, and anything creative. Wait, yeah. All right, you guys, I'm back, and this is 6 months later. I can't believe it's been this long. It's been an awesome journey. Like, number one, I want to thank all of you guys that have supported me. A lot of you guys have come along this journey of the Galaxy Note 8. That was when I started going hardcore on this channel. It's been nothing but love, positivity, encouragement, and support. I thank you all, like seriously. Number one, first and foremost. Whoa. Before I even start this, smash that like button, smash that sub button. I'm on a journey to 10,000 subs. But I have a feeling that we could surpass that and hit 50,000 this year. And if I'm on my A1 game and I'm bringing it 100%, I feel like no doubt I can hit 100,000 subs this year. So smash that sub button right now. And you can wait on the like button. Let's get into this review. The number one thing, let's get straight to it. They told me that all Samsungs slow down. TouchWiz is garbage. Blah, blah, blah. Now, given I've switched from TouchWiz to Nova Launcher. I did that about a couple months ago. If you haven't seen my full-on guide and review on how to install and use Nova Launcher, I'll throw that card up right now in the corner of this video. Check that out. It's an awesome launcher to use. If you're a Galaxy Note 8 owner and you're not that fond of TouchWiz, Nova Launcher is your number one answer. I wish we had the option of stock Android. I'm planting that seed again. Samsung, please listen to your boy. I just need a switch. Just bam, stock Android, boom. And then bam, hit a switch and I'm back to TouchWiz. People will still stick with TouchWiz. You don't have to fear. All your hard work won't go to waste. But I promise you, if you give stock Android options or like a more stripped down version of TouchWiz, I promise you, your fan base is just gonna shoot through the roof. You're gonna steal all those Google Pixel fans. Trust me, because you can have them. The hardware is on lock, Samsung. The next thing you gotta do is you gotta give the people what they want. They said it would slow down. And I'm just here to tell you that my Note 8 is still just as fast and as response. It's just as fast and just as snappy as it was from the first day I got it. You know what I mean? I've switched to Nova Launcher, yeah, so what? But at the end of the day, I'm not getting any lag. You know, I'm not getting any, my experience is still the same from the first day. So from 6 months ago to now, I'm getting the same experience. So if you're worried about, oh, this is gonna slow down, blah, blah, blah. And then you know what, another thing people gotta keep in mind, I think a lot of people, you go get all these apps, all these crazy apps and developers, and they may not be optimized perfectly. And then as soon as the app has an issue, you're blaming the phone when it's really the app. So think about that too. My Note 8 is still butter smooth, and I'm loving it in that sense. You know what I mean? So the speed is still kicking. I guess the 6 gigs of RAM is a big part of that. But at the end of the day, it has not slowed down. Let's just get that out the window. If you're still in the market for the Galaxy Note 8 and you're wondering, no, it does not slow down. At least not for me, and this is 6 months in, and that's how I see it. The next thing I want to talk about 6 months later, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are wondering about, is the battery life. And now in multiple videos, I've talked about the battery and everything. And in my most recent video, the 5 things that I hate about my Galaxy Note 8. If you haven't seen that, I'll put that up in the corner. Hit that up, check that out. That's a great video to watch. After this one, I point out some of my faults with it and so forth. And this is all of the areas of improvement for the Galaxy Note 8. So it's kind of like my thing to Samsung, and it's to open up the conversation so that we can express what we may or may not like about our Note 8s, and then from there we can put it out there, and hopefully the manufacturers is listening, and we give them ideas for the Galaxy Note 9. So go check that video out and leave down in the comment description below some of your areas of improvement on the Note 8. And hey, there it is. So battery, my battery is still cool. I still get through a whole day of using my battery. I don't have issues with that. It hasn't gotten, the battery is what it is. You know what it is. You know what the ratings are, however many milliamps and all that, if you're into all that. But you already know how it goes. depending on how you use your device, how hardcore you are. And me, I don't slack. Like, this thing is on Quad HD. This is at the fullest display resolution. I don't play no games with that. I want my screen. I want edge to edge. I want it looking as A1 as I paid for it, because you know this thing was a pretty penny. But outside of that, the battery, the only thing I want out of a battery going forward in the future is a new technology. There's rumors on Samsung having a new one, so hopefully they answer it in that regards. But as far as the battery goes, it's just fine. You'll get through your day. Some people complain about it, but like those are probably those people who like literally at their phone like crazy hardcore and probably have nothing else going on in it. But let me shut up. All right. The next thing I want to talk about is the one thing that some people call a gimmick. Some people say you won't use it. Some people say, oh, I got the phone and I didn't use it nearly as much. Blah, blah, blah. Like literally, this is my sidekick. This is what makes the Note 8 the Note 8, and this is amazing. This is the S Pen, like the S Pen. Like, come on now. There's no replacement for this. There's no competition for this. There's nothing like it. And on the market, when it comes to the Note, that's the one thing that sets it apart. The S Pen. I use this S Pen like crazy. Like, you would have no idea. Like, it makes using the phone like that much better. It's that much sweeter. It's like a mouse. Like, they go hand in hand together. It's a beautiful design, beautiful idea. The way Samsung incorporated it into this device is A1. Like, the S Pen, I love it. Now, obviously, if I do in the future decide to grab another device or so forth, like, I'm gonna miss that S Pen. But you know, at the end of the day, like I think it holds mad value, especially with the Note 8 and the way that they incorporated the S Pen and its use into this device. A1. I use it all the time. I love it for texting better. I don't text well with my fingers on the keyboard. I'm always getting typos. S Pen has the point. I hit everything directly. You know, I do the swiping. I get tons of value out of the S Pen. So anyone hating on the S Pen, it's just not for them. I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna go too crazy with it, but you know, there is gonna be some head nods and some head bumps in this video. You better believe it. But as of right now, I just want to say the S Pen, I love it. I use it still to this day. I'm 6 months in and it gets pulled out and used. Take my word for it. Now, what I will say is a gimmick, because the S Pen is not a gimmick. The S Pen is legit value, but what was a gimmick from the beginning that I've never used, really, like I may have used it one time, and that's that live message where you draw the message, it's all sparkly and so forth, and that's trash. We could just, like, literally on the Note 9, do not bring live message back, Samsung. No one, like, that was like a gimmick. That was like, it was. On that note, okay, now, another thing I want to point out, if you're in the market for this Galaxy Note 8 and you're wondering, and it's 6 months later, and you're wondering if it's a great device, if you're trying to find out the deciding factors, one of the biggest deciding factors Samsung has on its side when it comes to these devices is the display. Now, this AMOLED display is the best in the market. No other phone out there has a better display than this one, period. Like, you got this, the S9, S9 Plus, S8, or whatever. At the end of the day, Samsung has the best displays. So, you know, all these other phones, they're gonna be bragging about this, bragging about that. You'll never hear anyone comparing the display up to Samsung. At least not yet. You know what I mean? And I wish Google Pixel, I wish you guys would go to Samsung for the displays. And you know, Apple, they I don't know what happened. I don't even understand, because Apple gets their displays from Samsung, but it doesn't seem like they get the display like this on that. Maybe they should try adding this display to the iPhone X with, you know, with no notch, and just literally just take this screen from the Galaxy Note 8, put it on your iPhone, through the iPhone body, blah, blah, blah. You got an instant hit. But anyways, at the end of the day, Samsung has the best display. Consuming media, watching YouTube, watching Facebook videos or whatever, anything that's media oriented, or if you're on the Netflix thing on your device or so forth, I prefer a big screen for that. But hey, if I was on a run and I needed it, like this right here is A1. I'm telling you, this AMOLED display, hands down, #1. Boom! Man, you know, this is not gonna be a super long, crazy thing. I'm just gonna get straight to the points. It's 6 months later, and these are the things that you're probably wondering about with this device, if it's still kicking, if the battery's still strong, and so forth. So I'm gonna get straight to it. Oh, you know what? Where the is Oreo? Samsung. Like, they was, you know, I will say this, like, God, how much longer do I have to wait to get the next Android iteration on this device. This is the A1, this is the flagship, this is the top of the line, this is the top dollar device, and I don't even have Android Oreo on here. What's going on? The S9 Plus is right around the corner. It's going to launch with Oreo on it, and I'm gonna be sitting here on my Note 8, the top phone you guys offer, and I don't have Android Oreo. Yes, I'm complaining in that sense. So what? I knew what I was getting into when I got this, but I didn't know it was gonna be that bad. Like, my Nexus 6P has a far more up-to-date version of Android than my Galaxy Note 8. Think about that for a second. So Samsung, get it together, man. And I know they were starting to launch it and they had issues and they had to pull it back. And that's my thing is with the TouchWiz and with the idea of having a stock Android option. Like, if I could flip your launcher off and you can just launch a quick update, like literally if you had that option, oh, the people who are running the stock side on whatever Samsung device, you get the update just as soon as the Nexus 6P, and then people who are in for the TouchWiz version, they can wait. But I don't want to wait. I want Oreo now, and I'm sure you do too. So I mean, yeah, I knew what I was getting into, but still, it doesn't make it hurt any less. You know what I want from you guys? I want you guys to put your Galaxy Note 9 wish list down in the description below. Like, come on, hit up that comment. I mean, I always say description. Anyways, down in the comment section below, hit me up with your Galaxy Note 9 wish list. Put all of the features you want. Let's pack it down there, and then I keep saying description. Let's pack it. Let's pack it all down there in the comment section below. What do you want to get out of the Galaxy Note 9? What features you want? Let's start talking about this. Let's start putting it out there in the universe, and let's get it back, because I want Samsung to give us dual speakers. I want them to give us obviously the better fingerprint placement. Even though this fingerprint sensor, I was able to get with it, you know what I'm saying? But obviously, if you can improve it, I'm with it, because, you know, the Nexus 6P, it was A1. So you switch that down. We need to do that on Note 9. There was a couple other things that I have on my wish list, but I just want to open up the conversation and so forth. But definitely dual speakers. I better see dual speakers on the Galaxy Note 9. I'm done. In closing, what I just want to say, like, for real, like, this is still A1. This is still one of the top devices you could get out there. Like, I mean, I don't have to go on a lengthy, like, blah, 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 with the voiceover in the hand. I mean, so, look, I'm just going to tell you straightforward. I'm a straight up consumer just like you. I'm an actual user of this device. I've been running with it 6 months long straight. I'm gonna tell you straight up, I love this thing. This is like A1. This is the best phone I've had to date. And I'm glad I dodged the bullet on the Google Pixel 2 and I dodged the bullet on the iPhone X. The iPhone X really had my attention, but I didn't pull the trigger, and I'm glad, because you see where that went. And same thing with the Google Pixel 2. It was like almost there. It's a great device. I like it. I like how light it is and so forth, but the display isn't there. Google, get your display from Samsung. Like, it's that simple. I mean, I know you over there, LG's making it, and obviously it's like, hey, we have our OLED display, and you might feel like you might be offending them, but forget about their feelings. It's about what the consumer want in business. And if you go to Samsung for your display, you can have LG put the rest together, and bada bing, bada boom, you got the A1 Google Pixel 3. So let's do that. Yeah, there was something else I wanted to add up in here. While I think about that, you can take a look at these Black Cement 3s that just came out. If any of my followers are like sneakerheads and whatever, hit me up in the comment section below, baby, and let me know about it, because there's a sneaker event coming up in March, and I will be going there, and there will be a video about that. So, you know, this is the reason why I changed the channel, and then I started introducing myself, CJ, and being more personable. I want to share more of me, and sneakers are a part of me as well, and all things creative. That's why I started the Making YouTube series, because that's creativity. Speaking on that, anybody who makes YouTube out there, you know what I'm saying, there's a link down below for TubeBuddy. If you're not using TubeBuddy, if you don't already know about TubeBuddy, but you probably know about it, you know what I mean, I'll be doing videos on that later. But hit up that link down below and support your boy. Oh yeah, you know, I don't even have my Gear S3 on my wrist. So all my fellow Note 8 users out there, if you're into smartwatches, I am. I love wearables. That's another thing I'm really into. I can't wait for the next generation of this. But this Gear S3 Frontier, man, A1. It works. You know, it's not perfect. I did the 5 things I hate about my Gear S3, which I keep it real. If you want to know the scoop, like the things that irritate me about this, go check that out. But at the end of the day, like, this is, I think, probably the best wearable you can get right now in the market, and I love it. There's some hiccups with it. You know, Samsung, speaking of that, this is another thing I wanted to talk about. The latest version of Tizen, you kind of slowed my device down. So I need you guys to go back. The way you started before going to 3.0 was like on the right track, and then you added the features, but then you took, I don't know what you did in there. I don't know how you programmed it, but go ahead and add a little speed to it. You know what I mean? If you can, I would greatly appreciate that, because it's, you know, a little lag and so forth. But anyways, check out my 5 things I hate about my Gear S3. You can find out all the things I have to say about that. And like I said, if you're an aspiring YouTuber and you want to make these type of videos and do such and such, and wonder how I get my setup going and so forth, I got a series called Making YouTube. Check that out. And whoa, before we even get any further, smash that like button, smash that sub button. Like I said, I'm on a journey to 10,000 subs, but I want to go to 50,000. In reality, my #1 mark to hit this year is 100,000 subs. So smash that sub button, smash that like button if you enjoyed what you got out of this. Like I'm telling you, 6 months later, and the Note 8 is still worth it. I don't care what nobody have to say. And then you know what? For all you haters, it's probably right there getting ready to type. Don't even play with me, you know what I'm saying? Get it out your system, okay? Note 8 is king, man. And iPhone X was a failure, and Google Pixel 2 is almost there. Like, I'm looking forward to the Google Pixel this year, the Google Pixel 3. Hopefully they do right by it. They need to go get their displays from Samsung, and they just might have a customer. But at the end of the day, you know what's up. Galaxy S9 is right around the corner. If you're looking to get that, hit me down in the comment section below. Let me know how you're feeling about that and so forth. And you know what? I'm rambling on and on. I'm just trying to, you know what? All right, I'm gonna shut up. All right, I'm done. My name is CJ. This is CJ Knows Tech. I love tech. I love sneakers and anything else creative. Let's go. Peace.